Okay guys, I'm going to start off with really simple, and because I don't know where everybody's starting from, and we'll just try to do one item really simple tonight. And y'all have homework. You have to get this done. And my microphone, I'm just trying to figure all this out, guys, because I'm not used to recording. So I'm going to do screen share. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to add on when I go video with my phone camera on the actual Cricut. So let's do Design Space first, and hopefully I can just add on to the end the video of Cricut. If not, I will do a part 2 to this video. Okay, so I assume you all have been on Cricut already and downloaded your Design Space, but just to make sure, you go to Google, type in Cricut Design Space, and then go to Cricut, click on Cricut Design Space, and then you choose your which one you want, which one you have. Obviously there has been a lot made since mine, but you click on that, you hit agree and download, and then it should bring you to download Cricut onto your device. So we will go, if you'll see right here, I need another mouse cursor so it would show up really well. Over here on the left, if you see Cricut Design Space, it should look like that when it downloads. I'll bring it over here. When it downloads onto your device, you open that up. Mine is you click twice to open it up. Now, when you set it up, which you all probably have already got it set up, over here on the top right, you see I've already named mine. You set up your email, have your name. Now, on Cricut Access, you do not have to subscribe to Cricut to use your Cricut. That's kind of a misnomer there. However, there are text, images, and things that you are not able to use on Cricut Design Space if you do not have a subscription. So that is totally up to you. I do the subscription because there are times when I get very frustrated because I want to print something and it won't let me print because it's not part of the Design Space, or I want to use a text and it's not the same. But just so you know, you do not have to be a subscriber to use your Cricut. You can download your own fonts. You can upload your own images. You do not have to use Cricut. However, I am a member, so that's why you'll see everything I use is it's not gonna alert me that I don't have a subscription. So we are going to start kind of going over just the opening here, and then I'll show you what your most go-to probably will be that you'll use. Here are, if you want to do a vinyl decal, an iron-on t-shirt, a cardstock cutout, stickers and labels. Honestly, I guess these are all good. They have just been added recently. What that does is, let's say for an example, you want to do stickers and labels. It will give you, do you want to do decorative stickers, stationery, organization, gifts, or do you want to customize your sticker? What that will do is when you click on one of these, it will give you images that are specifically usually made for stickers. So it'll make it a little bit easier to choose what images you want to use, and it gives you a template on, and what I mean by that is the size that you want for your sticker. Personally, I always do blank canvas, but that is just a me thing because that's what I've done since the day I've had it. So I guess it's just habit. I haven't used these a lot, but they are a good thing to try out, and later on as we do more videos we will use them, so I'll show you how to use those. If you want to do a t-shirt, this will take you to, say you want to do a women's t-shirt. Up here on the left you can choose small, medium, large, extra large, or 2X. What that does, say you want to do a large, it tells you that the width and the height is 9 by 9 is what you should put on a large shirt. I'm going to tell you that on a large shirt, an 11 by 11 is usually much, much better and what most people like. So this is not always accurate is my point. That's why I usually don't use these go-tos a lot. So there is this line. They also now have an AI project designer, which if you don't know what type of design you want, you can click in here, describe an idea that you would like, and it will generate an image for you. And we'll go over that later too. I'm just trying to give you an overview. Now, bookmarks, you can bookmark any of these. See the little ribbon here on each of these images? If you like one, I bookmark them. Of course, there's my fat cat. I bookmark the ones that I like. Say I'm looking through, this is what happened with this fat cat. I'm looking through the July the 4th images, and for some reason the fat cat pops up. I hit bookmark because I know, me myself, I may not ever find that again, that cat. So I want to keep it in my bookmarks so that I will have it. And it will list, it's right here on top, everything that you've bookmarked that you really like. And as you can see, you can even do projects. And we'll go over that as well. But that top line is your bookmarks. Then it gives you, based on things you've created before, it gives you images that it recommends for you. That's your second line. You can see I like a lot of animals. My spirit animal is a fat raccoon trying to get into a dumpster. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, for example, I'm bookmarking that because I think that's hilarious. And then this one, I love raccoons. Okay, well, squirrel. Okay, anyway, it gives you images that, based on what you've done before, you might like. Now, projects for you. You can do paper roses, and I'll show you how to do those. And those are really cool because they look real. Instead of doing all the artificial flowers we do, we can make our own roses. These are usually, the projects are things that other people have done, and it walks you through. When you click on the project, and we'll go through some of them, you're actually able to make and create that exact project. It walks you through how to make it, create it. So that's pretty cool too. Then here's some new designs that they've made. You can click through these and see anything, new designs, new projects that's been made. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that. Now, gifts for dad, because every season they have what is going on for that season, and I haven't really looked at these. Just like, and we'll probably do actually one or two of these because that's pretty cute. The if you want to do a little treat set there for your grandpa, dad, or whatever. dad jokes. It just gives you different images that you can print. Cards for dad. You can make cards. I've done some cards before. It's just a lot of time consuming for me, and I just didn't have the time. Here's all the different types of florals that you can make. Shows you how to do that. Gifts for teachers gives you ideas on how you can make a gift, and you click on it and it'll show you exactly how to print that off and make it. Last day of school, because that's coming up. Here's some favorites that people have favorited for their stickers and their printables. Graduation, that's just about over. And just tons of different stuff it gives you that you can actually make. And these are projects that have already been made and that maybe you want to try. So let's go back up. You just have to sit and go through those and play with those. And we'll do a few of those too, so you'll know exactly what you're looking for. And then once you start saving things that you do, up here on the left, see the little envelope? It says My Stuff. Click on that. And this will show you everything you've worked on and everything you've done, all your go-tos, and that way you can also make collections if you have some for gift tags or certain baskets or certain days or certain people that you make items for. And the heat guide is pretty cool. That's when you do the iron-on with the vinyl. Kind of shows you what heat settings you should use. We really don't need to get into that. We will, whoops. Okay, y'all. I got to X out of that. I went too far. Okay, there we are back. And so here we go. We are going to create something new. We just want to go with a blank space and create something ourselves. Up here on the top right, you hit New Project. Here, you go Blank Canvas. Or, that's just how I do it because that's how you used to do it in Cricut, and it went straight to the blank canvas. But right here, you can go to Blank Canvas. Okay, this is what your blank canvas looks like. Don't let it overwhelm you. It is not all that it looks, I promise. Okay, over here you see my cursor in the top left little square. Sorry, my DTF printer, you can hear it. Okay, if you click on that square, it will take off your grids if you don't want those on there. You can click it again, and it'll give you different grid shapes. I usually keep this just because if I ever need to line anything up, I can do it using that grid. But you can also take the grid completely off by just clicking that. Each time you click it, it gives you a different type of grid. Okay, projects is anything that you've already done. You click on that and it'll give you past projects you've done that you can reopen up and start working on those. I'm going down through the left-hand side here. Shapes, it just gives you various shapes, and I'm going to show you how to use those shapes to slice and cut and all kinds of different things later on, but we won't start there right now. But those are all, if you scroll down, the different shapes that you can use. Now, images, there are a ton. I mean, it's impossible. I think they said 1.2 million images. That's cute. So, what we are going to make today is a gift tag. I'm trying to think of items that you all may want to make for your baskets and trying to do some useful items. So, please leave a comment. Tell me some things you might want to make that I need to go over. But I guess my first simplest item I was thinking was a gift tag. So as you see, I typed in GI starting gift tag and it popped up. So here are different gift tags you can choose. There are all kinds of them, all different kinds. I haven't even picked one yet. So let's see. These that you see, it's got the to and the from and the flowers. Those are the ones that you're going to use the pins that I showed you how to that you could use. But for today, we'll just do a gift tag alone that you can write on if you want to. Let's make it something we could use for Father's Day. Let's see if I can find one. Scroll down through here. See if they have anything specific that will be cute for dads. We may make, I've got some ideas, but for today we'll just do ones that are already made or already in a template like this that we don't have to make yourself. Later on I'll show you how to make your own so you can do any type of image you want. You all can pick any of these too. It doesn't have to be what I pick. You can pick any of these. Let's go back up to the top. Make it simple. Let's just do I had decided what I wanted to do and now I don't know. Because I want y'all to see that there's more that you could cut out than just the little hole, what it looks like. Okay, let's do the heart. So you click on the heart. Now, close this out by clicking the arrow. Now, I want y'all to do this. This is your homework. This is video 1, and I know it's simple, but for those who already know how to do this, just hang in there. We'll go further later. But for others, I hope this helps. Okay, so the gift tag is ready. They've already got it formed. It's already got the hole. It's already got the little hearts in it. And it's set up at 2.06 by 3.6, which is a good size for a gift tag. So what we're going to do is on your mats that you get with Cricut, it's the green mats, and it will use the standard grip if you have an old standard grip mat. If you don't and your mats are new, use what is called the light grip mat. I think it's a light blue color. But my standard grips have been used and used and used and used. So it's more like using a light grip. But I'm going to show you how to take cardstock. Hopefully you all have that. If you don't, just use like a heavy copy paper. You don't want to use paper because that'll be a little bit too thin. But if you have any cardstock, and when we go over to the Cricut, I'll show you exactly what I mean. But we are going to make this on our 12 by 12. That's what the standard size mat is. Now they do make mats that go 12 to 24 inches. I have those, but for tonight we're just going to do 12 by 12. Your normal cardstock, and the cardstock, you can get them at Walmart, you can get Michael's, they can have all kinds of different colors on them, anything you want. The cardstocks come in 12 by 12 sheets. So that's what we are going to stick with. So that means from 0 all the way over here to 12, we want to fill this up because we really don't want to have any waste. If you're going to put a whole sheet of cardstock on there, you might as well use the whole thing and not waste it. And you can always use these gift tags. So what you do, you click on it and the box comes around it. Now if you wanted it bigger, you grab these edges. All you do is take your cursor over top of the corners and it gives you those arrows. Touch your mouse and pull down on those corners. I'm not going to because I like the size it is right now, but you pull down on those corners and it makes it bigger. If you click over here somewhere, it takes the green box out. If you want to move this item, take your mouse over it, click, and then hold your mouse down and you can move it wherever you want to move it. But what we are going to do right now is I want to make rows of these. So click on it, go over here to duplicate, and it makes you another one. And you want to put that one side by side. You can also, instead of going over here to the right to hit duplicate, you can, when you click on it and it gives you that green box, you can go down here and it says duplicate and you just make another one. It's up to you how much space you put between them. It really, as long as there's enough for the Cricut to cut. Let's go duplicate, make another one. I'm going to show you how to make sure they're all lined up. You don't have to worry about it right now. Okay, click on that one, duplicate, and make another one. And it looks like that's about all, because see where the 12 is, the line? I just don't safely want to make any more because I don't think that it'll all get cut out. Okay, so you have 5 here. What you want to do is somewhere in the top, see where my cursor is, somewhere over here, you want to left click your cursor, hold it down, and pull. And pull and pull, and then let go of the mouse. And that clicks all those together. Let's do that again. So click somewhere over here to unclick it all. Take your cursor. Now you can also take it down here. Take it down here and pull. You don't even have to cover it all. See how I've covered it here? It'll automatically click and click it all in place. Let's click in the grid again. Let's click from over here. See my cursor? Left click, hold it down, and just pull all the way across, and you got them again. So either way you want, you can go from any corner. You can pull from this side. You just hold down, as you hold down the button on your mouse, and you pull the mouse over. Okay, now we want to line these up. So up here at the top, you'll see a line. And what that means is everything you have in the green box is going to be lined up. Now say you just clicked and held and just got 2 of them. Only these 2 will be lined up. These 3 won't be. So you want to make sure you have everything in the box that you want to be lined up. So you go to the top and hit align. Now we are going to align it vertical. And if you saw it shifted, everything, oops. Okay, see how I moved that one accidentally? I do that a lot. So in case you do that, and you think you moved it out of place just a little bit, go up here on the left to the undo button, and it takes it right back to where it was. So anytime you mess up, you can always go back to the undo. It's up here at the top, and it's the back arrow, undo. Now that we've got all of those aligned, we want to go back and do the same thing we did when we were lining them up. We want to make that green box all the way around it. So you click, hold, pull it all the way across. So what we want to do is we want to make sure these all always stay the same way. The same, what am I trying to say? The same distance, the same, they're all exactly lined up the way they should be. And we want to keep them that way. So down here on the left, way at the bottom on the left, if you see attached. Now I'm going to walk you all through another day on what each one of these mean, because this can get confusing. But when you want to cut anything out and you want it to stay exactly the way it looks on this screen, you always want to group them all together in that box and hit attach. See, the attach says it keeps objects in place, so your design cuts exactly the way it's arranged on the canvas. That way, because if not, if you don't attach it, it could line these gift tags up one on top of each other, or it could do them all over the page, or it could do it any way. So to keep them lined up, hit attach. And then always, if you mess something up and you want to move one, you can always hit that again to detach it. But we attached. Okay. So now all of those are together. No matter where you move them, they're always going to, that line is going to stay together. So let me show you what you can do now. So remember, we're trying to stay within that 12 by 12. And if you want to, you see down here on the left, there is 100%. It's how much you see the screen. It's not how it's going to print out. It's just so you can see the screen better. You can always go down to 75%. Now see, it keeps it the same size that it's going to print. It's just you can see the screen, everything in the screen a little bit better instead of zoomed in. So what we're going to do, so we'll have rows all the way down to 12. I want you to click on that. Okay, we clicked on the grid. See, there's no green box around it. Go back up, click on one, the green box comes around it. Go down to duplicate. Just like we did that row, we're going to do these rows. Duplicate, and we're going to bring it down. Now remember, we're not going to have to worry about it being perfect right now. We're just going to try to see how many rows we can do before we get down to the 12. Duplicate again, and that's going to be about it. So what we want to do is we want to make sure these are all lined up correctly so that we're not wasting anything, or I kind of just like to have them all lined up so that it's not everywhere when Cricut, it cuts them out. So remember how we dragged over these 4 or these 5 up top? We're going to do that over all the rows. So like I said, you can click from any, I just have a habit of going over here to the left. You can click from the right, you can click anywhere you want to. But I go up to the top, see where my cursor is, push down, left click, drag all the way over across them all. Now see the green box? Now, this is where I usually sometimes have a hard time missing. So I'll show you. You go up here to the line, and I think we do vertical, but if not, I'm going to show you how we can fix it. Vertical. Okay, that's not. See how it brought them all together? That's not what we want to do. So like I said, we go up here to this arrow, and it's undo. So we hold it again in this corner, drag it over, go up to the align button again. Is it horizontal? There we go, horizontal. And you saw them shift? That moves them all exactly how they should be. Okay, so now they are ready to cut. So you're getting ready to do your very, very first project. What you do, I'm going to show you how to do everything here on Design Space, and then we will go over to the Cricut. Like I said, hopefully I can add that video, me switching over to my phone camera, because I don't know how to do that yet. So now we're ready to print those on one piece of cardstock. So you go over here to the top. Actually, let's do something first. So we make sure these all print together the way they're supposed to. This is probably safer. Go over here to the left corner, top corner again. Click. Drag it all the way over. And let's go down here to the bottom right where it says attach. And let's attach. That way we know, and now it's telling you that it's going to print in 11 inches by 11.62 inches. So we know that's going to fit on the 12 by 12 sheet of paper that we're going to do. And all you do is go over here to the top right hand side and hit make. And you can save it if you want to. It automatically asks you to save. And I'll put this heart gift tags and save. Okay, and there it shows you exactly what it's going to print. So over here on material size, I just did I'm just going to leave it on 12 by 24 on mine because that's what I did before. That's another thing too. It's going to say 12 by 24, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to use my 12 by 12 mat. It doesn't matter as long as you know that it's the size of it. It doesn't matter which mat you use. It's still going to cut that right here where it shows you the cut lines. It's still going to just cut right where it shows. So you've got the you're going to load it on a mat, and then mine says the 12 by 24. You do not want to mirror this. I'll show you when you mirror, but you don't want to mirror this because you want the way it cuts is exactly the way it's going to look. So go over here, down on the right hand on the bottom, and hit continue. And I guess my machine is turned off. So just a second so I can turn this on and show y'all how you do it on here. So make sure your machine is on. And it'll pop up here and tell you the machine you want to connect, and hit connect. Now if anybody doesn't have their Bluetooth already powered on their machine, let me know. I can work with you on that too. But I may not have Bluetooth on. There we go. Let me turn Bluetooth on. For some reason it's having trouble. Let me go turn my device back on and off since my Bluetooth wasn't on here. Sorry guys, I didn't even check to make sure that that was all on before I started this, and I should have done that. Now let's hit connect. It is connected. Okay. The reason I told you to keep it on custom on the dial is because right here you can choose any type of item that you are cutting on. I have these marked as my popular. You see how they're bookmarked? Because that's what I use the most. Now let me show you how you go to browse all materials in case you don't have anything on here. Browse all materials. And if you'll see, you have artboard. Takes you through the, excuse me. Oh y'all, I'm tired. Then you have cardstock. I usually do medium cardstock. And I don't do intricate cuts because that means it's going to cut it twice and that just takes longer. I do that if I have some really difficult material to cut, or if my blade is dull, which happens a lot. But right now we go with medium cardstock with what we're doing. But you can scroll down through here. I do a lot of faux leather, so I have that bookmarked. It's got a lot, I mean, there's so much down there. You can do felt, craft foam, aluminum foil, aluminum party foil. It's got all the different types of iron-on, glitter, holographic, metallic, printable, puff, and then actual genuine leather you can do, which is a little bit thicker. That's the reason it has a different type. Construction paper, copy paper. I mean, it just has a little bit of everything. Printable sticker paper, which will probably do that. So you may want to bookmark those. You might be using the sticker paper a lot. Vinyl. I have premium vinyl because that's what I do. All my vinyl that I use to do decals or my own little stickers or anything on glass, I use premium vinyl. Unless it's glitter. Glitter vinyl always takes extra. And these are just all the different types of materials that you can cut. Okay, so you bookmark. Let's say we're going to, let's go back up to, where was the cardstock? Cardstock. Okay, so cardstock, since you don't have it on your list yet, you want to hit medium cardstock and then hit done. And it automatically goes to medium cardstock. Now, if you do not have your dial set to custom, you won't have the options to go through all this. It'll just, whatever you've got that dial set on, that's what it'll go to. I use default pressure. When my blade is kind of dull, or I have really thick material I need to cut, I'll do more pressure. A lot of people use more pressure all the time. It really is based on your Cricut. There is no right or wrong. You just have to go by what your Cricut does when it cuts. And I will show you when I go over to the Cricut on how to tell before you take that cardstock out, how to tell if it's a good cut or if it's not. Okay, so this tells you how to load the materials. It tells you that no tool is required in clamp A, which is where I showed you that the ink pen, the pens go in. And then load the fine point blade, which is what I showed you was in clamp B in that first video I did. That's what you use most of the time. And then load mat and press load and unload button. That's the one I told you that it had paper in, paper out button. And I will go over and show you that. So now there is nothing else to do on Design Space. Everything else is going over to your actual Cricut. And I will see you at my Cricut machine.